I have been up since the wee hours of the morning. My mind will not shut off. Anytime I'm around other Ringing Cedars readers, I get this surge of energy, and it's almost too, it's great in the moment, but it's almost too much to handle afterwards. Like when you have to go back to real life. It's so weird. Like I'm usually mostly good about staying vegetarian, but anytime it's like my time with Ringing Cedars readers is about to end, I get this, like, I know I'm gonna have to go and be around normal people again. And so I get the urge to like eat meat and like lower my vibrations so that I can exist without, it's just, I get so excited anytime I know that there's a gathering, but then every time when it ends, I'm like, because it's like, I have to go back now. I know the separation is literally, I mean, it's physical, it's literal, and it's in my mind to a certain extent. But it's hard. And the thought just occurred to me a minute ago that those of us who understand what the fuck Anastasia's talking about, ouch, 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 ouch. We're the Vedrus reawakening. And so it kind of occurred to me just a few minutes ago. I was like, oh, I haven't seen these people for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Oh. And so every time it's time to leave, I get really upset. I'm like, no, now, damn it. Community right now, never ending. I'm ready to be reunited for eternity. Oh my God, seriously though. I don't even know what else there is to say. I just spent hours thinking about stuff, and now that I'm here, I'm too exhausted to talk about anything. It's good though. All of it's good. Even the discomfort we feel and the loneliness we feel, it's all a compass towards what is real and true and good and meant for us. It's just a matter of faith, knowing that the seed has been planted and not trying to pry the petals open before it's ready to bloom. Makes me think of, makes me think of last time I got an oil change. It wound up taking hours, and the people were like, we're so sorry. And I'm like, that's okay. They're like, you're so nice, you're so patient. And I'm like, I'm over here having a good time. Like, I'm reading, I'm writing, and that's how I see it. That's how I'm trying to make myself cognize when I've made my desires known to the universe. It's like, all right, it's on its way, and it will arrive in the right timing. I have the choice to be grumpy and impatient, or to see how I can make life good in the meantime while it's on its way. It's all a choice. The things I was thinking about this morning, very revolutionary things. Like, I feel like God put me here to stir the pot, to talk about the things that people don't want to talk about, look at the things people don't want to look at. I'm here to make people uncomfortable. But it's the good kind of uncomfortable. The kind of discomfort that happens from detoxing. Or coming out of a coma. We've been in a coma for a long time. The sun is starting to peek up over the trees. We have the gift of a sunrise and a sunset every single day. We can choose to put ourselves in the way of beauty. I remember I read that from the book Wild by Cheryl Strayed. That was one of the books that screamed at me. I consider myself a book witch. Books yell at me when I need to read them. And they always contain pertinent information. And I read that book just months before my sister died. I didn't know at the time that I was reading it that it would tremendously help me with my grief process. Life has a way of sending us omens and giving us nudges and bringing us sometimes what we don't even know that we need. It comes from our prayers and also others' prayers for us. You know, others who pray for our well-being, even if we don't know how to pray for ourselves just yet. Don't know how to ask for something good for ourselves because we think we're trained to believe that we're not worthy, and that's not the fucking truth. But you block good things from yourself if you believe that you're unworthy. So, in a way, your mind proves itself right. It's crazy. It's scary to think about, but only on one flip side. On the other flip side, it's like, oh, you mean anything is possible? I'm trying to look at things from that perspective now, after a lifetime of looking at the dark side, living in the dark side. I had to, though. I had to live in the dark side long enough to understand it, I think, so that I could recognize it in others and not be afraid of it anymore. I'm really just talking to myself, aren't I? That's okay. There's so much to say. Not enough time in the day to say it sometimes. I'm so grateful to be alive right now. It's a crazy time to be alive, but it's I really picked the time and place. Whew. It's exciting though, and knowing that you can do it if you choose to, if you want to, you can, and you will. And you know, how many hundreds of thousands of years were we trekking off course? You know, sometimes I wonder if I'm a little overly ambitious. I'm like, no, I'm gonna fix it all in this fucking lifetime. And I'm like, am I? I might. I don't know. But I also don't want to put all that pressure on myself. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's a tall order. But I've also given the universe very tall orders before, and the universe has come through. And I am a child of the universe, so why the fuck not? Like, if I give you a tall order, then maybe I can also give a tall order. Like, take a tall order. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. I had a really challenging time with my son yesterday. It's like we're given free will, right? And when it's just him and me, for the most part, it's good. But anytime we're around other people, he's such an asshole to me. Maybe it's because I'm an asshole to him, because I'm like, this is how you need to behave, sir. That's what was done to me. I feared my parents. I mean, I loved them. But I also did what they said because I knew I would get the shit beaten out of me if I didn't. You know, I was such a good little girl. You know, I learned to abandon myself for their approval. That's how I learned to survive, and Leaf doesn't do that. Good for him, but also it makes me look at my demons straight in the eye and be like, I'm currently resisting the urge to beat the snot out of him. Should I exist? Do I deserve to exist for experiencing this urge? And that's what I was thinking about this morning. This is what I really wanted to say out loud. Because I asked the universe a question a year, 2 years ago, because I noticed anytime I ever addressed some sort of abuse or some sort of wound with someone, every single time, it's like everyone can tell when they're being hurt by other people, but they're not aware of how they're hurting other people. And whatever was done to you that you don't resolve and alchemize in your own spirit, whatever is unresolved within your being, you will consciously or unconsciously repeat that and do it to other people. And so when I've addressed abuse in the past to my abusers, their response every single time was, well, I was just trying to survive. I was just, like a wounded animal attacks type thing. They're not really able to hold themselves accountable because they're like, well, that was done to me. Is it excusable? Like, every child molester was molested as a child. Every rapist was raped once. It's like, does that excuse it? But it led me to the question, okay, if no one is able to hold them, why is nobody able to hold themselves accountable? Why is that? Like, who was the first rapist? You know what I'm saying? Like, where does this stem from? And the answer came to me. The reason we are not able to hold ourselves accountable for these heinous deeds is because they did not originate from us. Let that sink in. This did not stem from humankind. We're just repeating what was done to us or done through us. Anyway, so yeah, we've come a long ass way from the truth and from our true nature. People buy into this false construct, into this false paradigm, because they think that that's all there is. They think that's the only option. But we're waking up and we're realizing, like, oh, this is fucking stupid. This is actually fucking stupid. And it's actually fucking killing everybody. What the fuck are we... What? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not playing this fucking game. I'm not meant to be a slave. I think I won't anymore. Thank you. It's long overdue, and I'm excited to be here while people are realizing that. I'm excited to be part of that movement. You know, it's time to wake up, motherfuckers. It's like, I'm excited. I'm excited to be waking up. Is it painful and uncomfortable and lonely sometimes? Yeah. Yeah. I had a really extremely strong urge to die for a long time. And my body went into serious bad health because it was listening to my thoughts and it was trying to give me what I wanted. But even more powerful than my desire to die was my will to live. And that's fucking saying something. Oh my God. Oh my God. Because here I am. If I really wanted to die that bad, and I did, I would have died. And I was on the brink when I realized, actually, I want to be here. I want to live. I'm really sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of dying. And literally the second I made that shift, I had been hospitalized more times than I can count over the span of 3 years or so. And in that moment, I was like lying in the hospital with sepsis on my birthday. And when I made that decision, I'm like, no more. I want to live. No more illness. And I shifted dimensions in that moment. And I have not been sick since. It's been 2.5 years. It's amazing what you can do with your mind and with your will. So even if we get lonely or impatient, you're not alone. Remembering you're not alone and remembering that it's on its way. You don't have to feel lonely. You don't have to be impatient. You can if you want to be, but is that really how you want to spend your time? Your one precious life? It's not your one. There's more to come. If you make this one good enough to want to come back to. And that's what I want. That's what I get frustrated with. When I see people so checked out. You know, we create these comfortable little... these carefully curated feeds on our phones. It's like that Evanescence song. I know well what lies beyond my sleeping refuge. The nightmare I built my own world to escape. We've created these cozy little escape rooms within our minds and within ourselves. But the thing is when you escape to these fake places, not only is the heinous reality around you not improving, it's actually getting worse. So that's where I get frustrated. Because I'm like, I'm here to create somewhere we don't have to escape from. Who's with me? You know, I'm like, wake up, motherfuckers. I was born in the year of the rooster, so we're both of my parents. Bunch of cocky bastards we are. Bunch of fucking assholes we are, but we get the job done. Anyway, so my sister Joy was also born in the year of the rooster. She was so fucking anal, man. I know a thing or two about that. So funny. But hey, you know, we all have our methods. Whatever. I think I rambled long enough. I just want to start putting my thoughts out there into the universe, because I think they're, you know, there's whatever. Everyone's perspective matters. But I want to show people that there's a fun way to break free, in a good way, in a way that isn't a way that's real and not just another fucking buy my program bullshit. Anyway, peace be with you.